Basic menu criteria. Factors considered to ensure menu as an effective sale tools are the general presentation, menu content, size and form, layout of the menu and the nutritional content. We shall be understanding each of these factors in the slides to come. General presentation. General presentation is the first factor to be considered in basic menu criteria. General presentation is very important as it identifies the image and personality of that particular unit or department, whether it is a steakhouse or a cocktail bar. The following points should be taken into consideration. The menu should be attractive. The first impression of the menu should be that it looks interesting and inviting, and the customers will really want to read it. It should be clean. If a particular menu is to be offered frequently, it is well worth considering having them either plastic coated so that they can be regularly wiped clean, or printed on inexpensive paper or card and regularly replaced, or contained within a presentable and durable cover. It should be easy to read. It is usual to use different sizes of typeface for such things as headings and the items appearing under them. The use of attractive graphics, color and blank space can also help with adding customers to make their selection by directing and attracting the eye. It should complement the occasion. It is necessary that the general presentation of the menu is not in keeping with the decor of the room, but also suitable and complementary to the occasion. For example, a restaurant within a holiday home, a kosher wedding, a state banquet and bistro, where a different style and presentation are necessary for each. It should reflect current awareness. The menu should take into consideration the current trends in eating habits so as to be fully aware of customer requirements. Design by the colorful use of graphics, typography and color, the menu cannot only be interesting but can direct the customer's eye to specific items that the caterer wishes to sell. The design of a menu can assist in achieving the uniqueness of a particular food and beverage operation. The second basic menu criteria is menu content. The importance of this cannot be stressed too strongly if budgeted sales or costs are to be achieved. The content may be examined under the following headings. Language. The language used must be in keeping with the type of operation. If a foreign language is being used, it must be used accurately. It is necessary to provide a simple but accurate translation of the menu items to aid sales. A descriptive flamboyant type language is also often used on menus for themed establishments. It is necessary that customers should clearly understand what the items are and not be left guessing. Accuracy. A very basic requirement for all menus is that when seen by customers, they are accurate as far as pricing and availability are concerned. With the correct spelling and description of dishes and drinks, it is all too common to be presented with a menu or menu list to which untidy alterations have been made in writing. This is very annoying to customers. Pricing. The correct pricing of all food menus and restaurant lists is very important to the success of an operation. It is essential that in total all necessary costs are covered, that the prices are attractive to the particular segment of the market that the operation is in, and that the prices are competitive in relation to the level of quality of food and drink and the services offered. There are various factors which can affect the pricing strategy operated. Such things as the size and type of operation, the location, the profit required, the level of competition, and the sector of the industry. Sales mix. The term sales mix refers to the composition of the total sales as between the main components such as food and beverage, and also within a component such as food to items such as appetizers and soups, fish and meat, sweet dishes, etc. It is necessary that the average spend by customers is carefully monitored each day and that a sales history of all items sold is also prepared and analyzed. Action to correct an unsatisfactory sales mix could be a new and carefully constructed and priced menu or a beverage list. A more carefully designed menu directing the customers in their choice of items by the use of color, graphics, space, etc. or by short retraining program on selling for the service personnel. The third basic menu criteria is size and form. The size and shape of a menu can add to and complement the uniqueness of the facility. The food and beverage menu should be easy for the customer to handle and in no way confusing to read. The various forms that the menu can take are unlimited, from a menu chalked up on a blackboard to a large illuminated display board with photographs, conventional menu card, 10 cards, placemats, menu printed in a shape of fan or even hand printed onto silk handkerchiefs as mementos for the guest at banquet. The fourth basic menu criteria is the layout of the menu. The larger the menu, the more time consuming it is for customers to make their selection of food and wine. If it is too short, customers may not be entirely satisfied by what is being offered. Caterers need to adjust the length of their menu to the particular needs of their customers, bearing in mind that the longer a menu becomes, the more management control will be necessary. Unless the customer is very knowledgeable, the length of the wine list offered may be particularly confusing. Wine list should be well laid out and contain additional help to customers to aid their selection, and this could help the potential sales of a restaurant. The layout of the menu should take into consideration how a customer normally reads a menu. The skilled use of the important areas on a menu must be utilized to enable an establishment to achieve its budgetary targets. The fifth basic menu criteria is the nutritional content. The nutritional content of a menu is considered more important in the welfare sector of the industry than in the commercial sector. In the welfare sector, establishments such as hospitals, residential schools, homes for the elderly, etc. provide meals for long stay residents. Thus, well-balanced nutritional meals are essential, as it is unlikely that the residents will have any other source of intake of necessary vitamins, proteins, etc. In commercial sector, the vast majority of the customers will take meals at home as well as eat out in various types of restaurants. However, many customers are becoming cautious of their dietary requirements, and there is likely to be a small segment of the market who are particularly interested in, for example, the caloric content of specific menu items or in vegetarian items. To build into a menu some items which are specifically available for this type of customer can only increase the volume of business of a restaurant providing their availability is sufficiently well marketed to the correct market segment.